go? Oh, shoot. Where'd it go? Here we go. And we are live with an excellent connection. Good morning, friends.
Good morning.
Well, it's just you and me. We're the friends right now. So, at least for the moment. So, for the moment, we are the friends. Oh, Artsy Backbrook says good morning. And Adventures with Robert the Bruce says hi. And Cape says hi.
Good morning.
How's everybody this Monday morning? Sorry. I have not had my tea yet. So I am caffeinating while I am with you guys. Wait. We'll move the mic over. That's a little better. Venomous Video says hello. Piano Tutorial says hi. Oh, Gail's here. Hi, Gail. Gail says, good morning from California. Marvelous Music Monday. How are you two doing today? Daylight saving sucks. I agree. It completely sucks. Yeah, it is a little insane. I know. I feel a little hungover. The sun being like, just, I don't know, the light is weird now. I don't know. I just wish they'd make up their mind in Congress and just fix it and not have us do it anymore. I'm over it. Hey, Steph Nerd Tyrion says good morning. And we have a Bethany. Kirby Chameleon says hi. Fearless Gaming says yay. Matt Needs Help says hi. Clark says hi, Scott.
Hello.
Croissant says hi. That Black Widow. Oh my God, I've been wanting to see Taylor Swift art from you for so long. So excited.
I did paint her like a week ago we did like a Friday where I painted a bunch of people. But so
let's see.
A lot of you have been wanting to see the drawing process. And I've been wanting to get away from drawing exactly what I see on a photo. So I'm going to start. I thought I would spend the morning kind of figuring out a little bit more of a stylized way of drawing. So I'm giving myself 90 minutes to change 50 years of drawing.
Yeah, no pressure. No pressure. We're good. Daylight savings. Okay? Yeah, we can see it great. I made it big on the screen so you could look over and see what we see.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Scott played with the camera a little bit this morning because he wasn't happy with how the video was coming across. So I'm swapping between two screens and he's looking over to make sure that you guys can see what he sees.
Okay. And you guys can see the drawing okay?
Yeah. Yeah, we're great. You can just look over and see what I see. Hello, y'all are amazing, says Ray Ree.
Oh, thank you.
Well, we're happy you're here. Ikatea says, hey, guess what? I won my class speech competition with a speech against AI art generators.
Oh, that's great. Congrats.
There you go. Good job.
Score 1 for humans.
Shree says, hi, first time catching a live on this channel. I'm also a Swifter, so a little jackpot for me.
Yay.
Artsy Batbrook says, I'm happy about more snow. It makes awful daylight savings time slightly better, barely. Ugh. Well, I wish it's just cold and yucky here. It's freezing outside. It was like 30 something this morning and it's overcast, but it's not doing anything. It's not raining. It's not snowing. It's just cold and yucky out.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of your snow. If it's going to be yucky and cold, it should just at least snow.
I don't ever want to see snow again, and I just want some sun.
Yeah, Scott's a little...
I'm done.
He's done.
I'm done.
If he could live... he could live on an island with nothing but like 85-degree heat, warm water, and sun, he'd be happy. I'd be a tomato, but he'd be happy.
Yeah.
My
skin needs to absorb sunlight.
It does. Oh my God. What do you think about Taylor Swift?
I don't know her.
I know some of her music.
I don't really know any of her music, so
yeah,
I don't
some
really
of it.
have.
I know she's very controversial a lot of times with different, like, somebody took her music catalog and something did that. She's always in the news. I know that much. Teddy and Lizzie says, I'm finally able to watch because I'm on spring break. Nikki says, I just had my first coffee in like a year and I'm somewhere between feeling so awake and ready to conquer the day and a cardiac arrest. I don't know how you drink caffeine, Donna. I limit my caffeine. I limit it. I have
About
to.
12 cups a day.
Yeah. I was up around 20 cups a day. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't around 20, but I was close to 10 cups of tea a day. Now I'm down to about 3 or 4 caffeinated ones. It depends on the size of your mug, what you think a mug is. And then I drink decaf in the afternoon, but I just love tea. So I don't care if it's decaf or regular. I don't care. Steph Nerd says, it's 8 a.m. I've got coffee and Taylor is on my screen. Let's do this. She's ready to go. Good afternoon from Austria. Another country I want to visit. Love the reference you picked. Perfect choice. It's Monday evening where I live. Well, good evening to you, Croissant. Royal T would like to know when is going to be a return of the pastels. Probably never.
Oil pastels? No, not going to happen.
Hi, Scott. Had to write an essay about you for school. I hate writing when I'm forced to, but this time it was fun.
Oh, thank you.
Good morning, mods. Happy to see you. We're happy they're here, too.
I accidentally gave her a cleft chin. Just a simple slip of the pencil and boom.
Let's see. Good afternoon from India. Our dad drinks coffee so much he has made friends with the Starbucks workers. Okay, I have a funny Starbucks story. Do you want to hear it? You want me to tell my funny Starbucks story?
Can you do it quickly?
I'll try to do it quickly. So we used to go to the Starbucks by our house, like a lot. And I would buy coffee for some of the teachers during the plays and stuff like that. So we drive through one day and this guy, Jack, is there. He's always there, right? And Jack knows us or whatever. And he's taking the order and he says, how you doing today? He's like, you're not ordering your normal whatever. And I said, oh yeah, we're not doing anything today. And he goes, I'm sorry, what? And he says, but you're always doing something. Because I guess every time I came through, I was always like going somewhere, rushing to do something. And the boys are in the back seat howling with laughter. And I was like, what's so funny? Because you got to wait before you get to the window. And they're like, Mom, the Starbucks barista guy knows you. He knows you never do anything. It was hysterical. I'm like, okay, so the Starbucks guy knows my life. All right.
Let's see if I could stylize it a little more.
Hi from Ireland. Good morning from Indiana. Your art is so good. I've been following you for a while and I have grown attached to your art. I'm so glad I caught your stream. You're an amazing artist and I love your work.
Thank you so much.
Good morning from Minnesota. I'm missing her little smirk. It's 3 p.m. in the Netherlands. I started doing journaling after your guys' video last Friday. Have really been enjoying it so far. Thanks for the inspiration. Oh, that's Evelina. Great. I'm so excited for you. That's great. Lara says, just got out of a non-phone zone. I was supposed to be grounded till next Saturday. Lucky me. You're so funny. Happy Sloth says, good Monday. I want to draw, but I'm broke, so can you only draw with a pencil?
That's what I'm doing.
Pencil and a piece of paper. Oh.
That's all you need. Paper and pencil.
That's it.
And a sharpener.
That's correct.
And maybe an eraser.
You're so funny.
But other than that.
Yeah, no pressure on the eraser part. Hey, I really like your watercolor paintings. Could you do tutorials on how to make watercolor portraits? Love from India.
Thank you. Yes, you'll see them in the Art Hacks playlist.
Mm-hmm. I'm sick right now, but you guys are very inspiring and you're helping me push through. Oh, I'll feel better. Scott has done animation. A lot of animation.
Taylor Swift has the woman's version of eyebrows. She's got Ice Cube eyebrows.
Ice Cube eyebrows. We do like Harry Potter. I can't draw without grids. Any tips for freehand drawing?
Practice. Honestly, I will almost always trace to save time, and then I feel bad because it's like I should be just because my stuff looks too much like the photo, which is why today I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna see if I can not worry about my work looking like the photo. It's hard when you're drawing somebody who everybody knows. And so that's the hard thing is you want it to look just like it, but I want it to be more of a caricature. And I'm not very good at caricature, and I've always wanted to be able to just stylize my work in that way. Um, and I know that I'm not going to do it this morning, but I figured I would at least try.
We're going to give it a whirl. Okay, the questions keep coming so fast. So let me go back here really quick. Oh, Marguerite from British Columbia is here. Hi, Marguerite. Let me go back and see if I can grab some of these other questions. Hey, Emma's here. She's on a leave this week, so she's going to be hanging out with us.
Hi, Emma.
What about soft pastels? I don't recall seeing them on this channel.
No, I haven't done soft pastels yet. I did them in college, and I like them. My uncle was really good at them.
Okay. Let's see. Hi from the Netherlands. We're never selling all of Scott's art supplies, and I don't know how much we spent on everything. He's collected them over the years. So, let's see. Boy, there's a lot of suggestions about what you could draw. Hi from Hong Kong. Oh, Manche, the journal video is up on Scott's channel and it's on my channel. So you can see it there. You can see the whole thing. And I think I might do another one, but I don't know what I would talk about. I do have some suggestions, so we'll see. I'm glad I caught
I don't know how this is going to come out, but...
Hi from Ireland. Ireland. I want to go. I have the distinct feeling I'd be highly caffeinated and drunk at the same time. Would be Irish whiskey and tea the whole time.
Can you alt tab?
I can alt tab. Hold on. We are just...
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Where are we here? Oh, Akil says, today I completed the first week of Draw Everything Everyday Challenge, and I'm proud of it.
Hey, that's
good
great.
For you.
Congrats.
Yay! Good evening. I have school tomorrow, but I've decided this is more important. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Don't get us in trouble. Don't get yourself in trouble. Jamin says, I'm a young artist and have learned a lot from you.
Oh, that's good to hear. All right, you know what? I'm going to be smart.
It's 8 a.m. in Canada.
And I am...
Oh, thanks for asking. I am okay from my accident. Yes, I am doing much, much, much better.
I'm going to use a light pencil to work it out.
What pencil is that? Is it a Faber-Castell 4H?
Yep.
Thank you. Hi good morning from Texas. I'm excited to be here because I'm on spring break. That's Sky. Sky loves watching your shorts.
Hello, Sky.
Clara just got some chamomile tea and got the notification. This is perfect. Hi from Switzerland. Love your work. Good morning from Canada.
Hello.
Lily Check says, good morning, Scott and Donna. Excited to go to watercolor class tomorrow and work more on trees. Yay!
Oh, fun.
You inspired me to do painting. That's Shri Devi. This is the chill break from studying I needed. Oh, man.
All right, so I am blocking out all the shapes, right? And then we'll see if we can kind of do a little bit of a stylized version. I'm afraid it's going to look more, you know.
Stop being afraid of what you think it's going to look like.
No.
It's okay.
I think if I had to be afraid of one thing, I'd be more afraid that it doesn't look like her. Secondly, afraid that it looks too much like her and not stylized enough. So.
Okay. Well, me and everybody here are going to be incredibly disappointed in you if it doesn't look like her, and yet it doesn't look like stylized at the same time, and we're all going to leave.
Yes.
So you have 5 minutes, and then we're all going to go away. Oh God.
I am going to.
Scott was using a colored pencil. No,
it was a watercolor pencil.
Only not just pencil today, guys. We're doing it a little different because you guys have always wanted to watch him draw from the beginning, and you guys,
you're always saying, well, the pencil drawing's already done, and so I thought, well, today I'm going to just try to stylize a little bit more. And see what happens.
Plus, he was having an existential crisis last night, so he came up with something new today. Good evening from Singapore. Have you ever tried to draw Grant Gustin's The Flash?
Oh, no, I haven't. The boys, our boys were really into that show. I did paint Arrow for for my son, and then we
Oh
had
God, that was funny.
what was the
I don't remember
the
his
actor
name.
the actor signed the painting
Yeah,
for
I don't remember
him.
his name. But he's just as cute in person as he is on
nice
TV.
guy.
And very sweet. Oh God, so sweet to his fans.
Took a picture with
he took a picture with
Brendan
and really cute. I love it when actors, like when people are genuinely excited to see the actors and the actors are receptive to the people. I love that. I think that's so great. Because, I mean, let's face it, your fans are what got you there, you know?
Yeah.
And I love it when they're like that. Okay, Ikatea says, Scott, to make it more stylized, try making the eyes bigger and use simple shapes like a triangle for the nose. Making ears bigger and using big curved triangles for hair really helps too.
Yeah, I do want to do bigger eyes. I do. But I picked one person who has very squinty eyes. Taylor Swift doesn't have the biggest of eyes. And I guess I could try to make them a little bigger.
I just got a text. My car repair is underway. We look forward to seeing you in about 46 days.
46 days, okay.
That's like 6 weeks.
A month and a half, yeah.
Yeah, but they told me it could be like 8 weeks or more.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Did they have an estimate?
I didn't have an estimate, but the insurance company's paying for it. They just sent me a text.
Okay.
I'm not going to argue. It's the little things in life, folks. The little things. Thank God we had insurance on my car. Let's see. Scott has done animation. A lot of people are asking about animation this morning. He's done animation. What have you animated, honey? Give us a rundown.
Casper the Friendly Ghost, Power Rangers, Spider-Man, Aliens vs. Predator, X-Files.
Now tell everybody which colored pencil is better with watercolor.
With watercolor?
That's
I don't know. I've only used Prismacolor pencils with watercolor.
Donna was in a car accident about 2 weeks ago. You know, they told me the car was going to take like 8 weeks. So 46 days is a lot less. And let me tell you something. In the grand scheme of things, I am very fortunate that I work at home with my husband and we drive Esmeralda. So we have a backup car and I'm fortunate. So I'm taking it with whatever it is, you know, and I'm just grateful. I'm also grateful that I was not, I had to go to the doctor last week because I was not feeling, my shoulder was not feeling good and I'm okay. So, you know, so you got to look at the bright side. Otherwise, you know, there's really no point, you know. Croissant says, it's comforting to see Mr. Scott taking his time with the drawing. I have always been insecure with how long I take to finish my drawings.
The drawings are the hardest part because that's the blueprint of everything else. I like the inking and the painting part. It's the drawing part that I hate the most because I'm always going, nope, this doesn't look good, this doesn't look good, this doesn't look good. Which is why it's just easier to trace some days.
Slay. If you want art tips, check out the Art Hacks playlist. Start there. And if you've got specific questions, bring them here and ask. Okay. 9 a.m. from Texas. Have nothing to do but watch you. Oh, I ordered a package of art supplies a week ago and it still hasn't been shipped and I'm getting sad. Oh, you know what? It's okay. It'll get there, I promise. Scott has drawn Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Many times.
You've inspired me to become an artist and I will try pencil. That is
good to hear.
Urtiza. Could you do an animated tutorial?
Animation?
Yeah. Sorry.
I have not done animation in maybe a decade. I don't know. And the animation I did was CGI. I don't even have the software anymore.
JJ Sketch says, from Trinidad, I love your work. I have a question. How long does it take to learn anatomy?
A lifetime. You're always learning. You're always figuring stuff out. And then once you just feel like you got it, then you decide you want to try pushing it to a different thing. You start to go Picasso and things like that, you know? So honestly, it's a lifetime. Art is a lifetime journey. You never really get it.
Okay, Karagami says, hi, I'm a young person and have been having doubts about taking art as a career. Any advice to get prepared to go to art school?
Um, Art as a career is a very difficult thing. And I would say if you have a secondary talent or something that you can do that. And you can always do art as your passion. I did art as a career because I didn't have any other skills. I just didn't. So I would say, look at that. See if you. And again, I'm not trying to dissuade anybody from doing taking going to art school and making it your career. I'm just saying, um, it's like going into acting. You see most actors are waiters and waitresses. It is a very difficult thing. What?
You're not drawing. You're just talking.
Um,
You're standing there
gesturing at me like
he's standing there looking at me, and I'm like, there's nothing going on the screen, but you're talking to me.
I'm not sure I'm 100% happy with this, but
that's what that face was. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna just keep going with questions. My grandma would always go to Starbucks and she was friends with all the employees and she stopped drinking coffee. So one time she told me that the people at Starbucks were worried about her. That's so cute. Yeah, you go there enough and then they start to know you and everything. It's kind of funny.
Do a wellness check for you.
Yeah, wellness check. We need you to go and check for this person because they haven't been to Starbucks in like weeks. Do you have any advice for new artists? I've been struggling to find inspiration. That's Sky Giles.
Advice for new artists is always draw everything every day. If you're looking for inspiration, go to a museum, a gallery, and see the works of some of the masters.
Ace the Disgrace. Focus. Get that paper done. That's the mom in me. Sorry, not sorry. Saturn's Rings. Scott actually did in 60 Days of Studying the Masters. He did a Picasso. He redid a Picasso, and we learned a little bit about Picasso, which was great. I really miss
Guernica.
I think so. I really miss 60 Days of Studying the Masters. I thought that was a phenomenal.
Yeah, I would 100%
thing.
do it again.
Yeah, just the videos did not do well, and
they just the algorithm just doesn't like it.
Yeah, but it was great learning about all of those people, the different artists and everything. And I never would have found Wander Over Sea of Fog.
Yeah.
Had we not, and it's just, yeah. I would really like to do that again. I don't think we have a favorite Taylor Swift song. Hi, Hollis. I'm on my way to Arizona to see Taylor this week. I'm in the car right now, says Charlotte.
Wow.
Hello, Scott and Donna from Sweden. I don't know if you... Yeah, we don't on here because we'll never be able to find it again. Scott did do his own characters. It's called the Dreamland Chronicles, and you can find it at thedreamlandchronicles.com. Timon, there is a video on choosing photo reference in the Art Hacks playlist, and also some suggestions on links for photo reference. And if you go on our website under resources, it's there too. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm struggling a little bit, but I wanted to kind of push myself out of my comfort zone. And
Prathipa, and I apologize if I butchered that. Go to the Art Hacks playlist. There are videos on different faces, facial structure, face angles of faces. Let's see. Actually notifications here work, Julian, which is surprising to me. Because notifications never worked in TikTok, but they certainly work on YouTube. So if you want to,
so what do you guys think? Is it
here.
Looking like her at all, or?
I don't know. What's your favorite comic?
Well, Spider-Man. Though I own every issue of Conan.
He does indeed.
The Barbarian.
It's Anushka asks, could you do a video for traveling painters, like the tips and hacks for painting when you're traveling? I'm really excited for my travel paintings. Love from India.
Oh, yeah, there is a video on that. I think it's something about the introverted, how an introvert goes out in the world or something like that, but it talks about the different um, things that I do to go out. And there's also, video on my travel case, and there's a few of them.
Yeah. Cheery Dandon says, I've recently gotten into drawing because of having an iPad. I've always been hesitant on drawing in sketchbooks because I feel like I'd waste them, and I love the undo button so much. That's a thing.
It is a thing.
The undo button is a thing, and you can't, like, when you're writing in a journal or you're painting, unless it's in pencil, you have to either put a sticker over it or some whiteout or some gouache or something to cover it up.
I like not having an undo button because the mistakes that you make become part of your art, and we're not trying to make perfection. There are days, trust me, where I wish that I had an undo button. Because I will try something and I'll go, oh God, I don't like that. I wish I could go back to the previous version.
I have had Irish coffee, and it's good with a little dollop of whipped cream on top. It's very good. Have you ever used color pens? I don't think you've ever used pens that have color. A paint that I think Scott might like that would play well with Winsor & Newton are Van Gogh watercolors. We've heard of those.
I can figure out her chin. Where the heck is my...
What are you looking for?
Oh, here it is.
He puts things on the desk and they're behind other things, and then he can't see them because he's got a big stack of sketchbooks, but his little kneaded eraser was behind it. Oh, it's funny. Your art is amazing. Your tips have definitely helped me. That's Cotton Paws.
Oh, thank you.
Were the previous drawings practice?
Yeah. I don't normally do that because, again, I'll normally just copy exactly what I see. But I'm trying to stylize it a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I'm pushing it in nearly enough, but I'm just not confident. Like, I will see people do just, like, they'll do stuff like this. They'll go, all right, this is Taylor Swift, and they'll do something like this.
Okay. It started out to me with those eyebrows looking like Maleficent.
That's what I'm saying. They'll do that, and then they'll do this, and then it'll look like her. But it's just this like really, really stylized thing, mm-hmm. and I'm just not at that place. I still am in a more photorealistic.
But you like the details too, and I think that makes a difference.
I want to get into the shadows and the lighting and the form and whatnot.
That's what I'm saying. You like the details, and in order to get the details, you have to get... Thank you, Mr. Clock. You have to get into the finer points of it to get those shadows and stuff.
Yeah.
Redondo says, I'm 12 and you've inspired me to break out of artist block. Thank you so much. I love your videos about being kind and your voice is so soft. I really admire you.
Thank you.
Half asleep Charlie. For some reason, I can never bring myself to draw with fancier pencils that don't have erasers on the back. I always flip the pencil over because it's in muscle memory. So this is amazing to me.
Oh yeah. I will always use a number 2 pencil if I can. I don't use them when I do my watercolors because I need to use a lighter pencil like that because you definitely. But since I'm doing this in marker.
My name's Jawad says, dang, Donna seems happy today. You love to see it. You're very sweet. I am happy today. I'm working on myself, and I'm working on getting rid of my anxiety, and I'm working on being happier in the moment. And I'm glad that that's coming across. So, let's see. I think you should do a flip book. Somebody asked if you ever tried your art on a flip book. He has not. Taco Max is taking a mental health day and watching the stream is just making it better. You know what? There is something to be said for mental health days. Let me tell you. I think that's awesome. Evelyn says, good morning from Virginia. You guys inspire me to journal, create watercolor art, and pencil sketch.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Let's see. I am not an artist, but because of your videos, I am trying to learn.
That's great.
Let's see. I can't draw realistic, but I love adding shadows and lights, so my drawings kind of look a little funky.
It's okay. Mine look funky too. We can have funky art together.
You're funny. We can have funky art together. Hey, Blick's in the chat.
Hey,
I am
Blick.
behind on my comments, Blick, so give me a second to get back to where you first commented, and I don't know where that is, but I'll find it. Good morning from California. Love catching the stream first thing in the morning, but I wish daylight savings time wasn't a thing.
Yeah,
Jay, you and me both. We got to have dinner to dinner last night, and we were sitting down to eat, and I was like, dude, yesterday it was dark while we were eating, and today it's like, hello, sunshine. And I'm going, oh my God, really, people? You just can't, you know? Yeah. It's crazy. Blick says, okay, guys, we need to get together and invent life gesso, so if we have a bad day, we can just gesso over it and try again.
Yeah.
Pretty please, can we do that? God, I would love that. That would be great.
All right. A slightly stylized version of Miss Taylor Swift.
I like it. Charlie says, hi, I love your videos. Do you like musicals, and do you have a favorite one?
Favorite one growing up was Grease. But I also liked the Bee Gees version of Sgt. Pepper, too.
You're so funny. Oh, God.
All right. Let me go get the markers. The oh-hoo-hoos.
Uh-oh. It's an oh-hoo-hoo day.
Oh-hoo-hoo day.
Undo your problems away. Blick says, sketchbooks cry when they aren't filling their purpose for existence. Draw, draw, draw. Yeah. You know, that is such a great point, because you can have 4 million sketchbooks or journals or, you know, paper pads or whatever, and if they're sitting there not being used, it makes you feel guilty that you're not doing something and using them also. They're crying because they're not being used, but you're also thinking, gosh, I'm not using these. So don't tell Archer and Olive, but I stopped buying journals because I have enough for right now.
I'm sure they noticed the drop in revenue. No one needed to notify them. They couldn't make payroll this month.
Okay, he's probably not wrong, seriously, but they couldn't make payroll this month. All right, smarty pants.
That's the reason why that Silicon Valley bank went bankrupt.
Donna wasn't buying journals, so Silicon Valley Bank went under. Do you people see what I have to live with? Good God. Phoebe asks, can you do watercolor on oh-hoo-hoo paper?
You could. It's just very smooth, and I don't think it would stick very well. All right.
Lily Check says, Donna doing good from the accident and Scott drawing this morning. Sounds good for this fine Monday. We'll take it. We're aiming low today, but we'll take it.
Okay, so I had a pencil.
You had a pencil?
And now I don't have a pencil.
What do you mean? It was right there.
It got pushed back from me.
Oh, did you put it in front of the markers?
I don't think I like that shape. I think it needs to be more that shape.
You guys are funny. Donna, I watched your journaling video the other day. It was lovely. Oh, thank you, Sarah.
All right, let's get some color.
All right, what else we got here? It looks like Taylor, but I trust the process, says Sam.
I don't. The process is out the window, people. This is...
You're just trying something new.
I'm trying
Stop
something
it.
new, and
it's
we
fine.
Will see what happens.
We're going to fail spectacularly in front of the world, honey. That's what we're going to do.
My motto.
That's our motto. We fail spectacularly. What watercolor supplies do you suggest?
I personally like Winsor Newton.
Mm-hmm.
Though Blick is going to have me try the Utrecht.
Utrecht? I'm not sure how we pronounce that. Utrecht or... Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Anyway, they would like Scott to try that. And so that's going to be coming up. We're going to try that. I wish Traditional Art Supplies had an undo button. We all do. You know, I will share this with you, though. I was writing with my fountain pen this weekend, and I realized I wasn't happy with the ink. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to change the ink color. Who cares?
Yeah.
We're here. We're good. We're right in the middle of the screen. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah. What if you tried pushing the limits of the lips because you gave yourself a lot of space on that part of the face?
She's got a very small mouth, and so I was trying to accentuate that.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever get recognized at art stores? I've gone to Plaza Art so many times that they know me and what I always buy. That's olive. That's cute.
That's funny. No, we don't go to Plaza Art that much because we order most everything from Blick. Plaza Art is kind of like a local, let's get out and let's go shop kind of thing.
That's more of a, hey, there's this great bagel store on the other side of town from
let's
where
go spend the day.
Yeah, let's go and get some bagels and go to the art store.
But
plus we can take Arwen to the art store.
The last time we went, though, somebody noticed us or recognized us.
Yes, it was Jordan Smith Studios.
Yes. And we had Arwen with us.
Yep.
and everything.
It was actually kind of crazy because we were walking in the door and Jordan was walking out the door and went, "Wait, you're Scott." And it was really funny. It was kind of funny.
It was very flattering.
It was very, and Jordan was a sweetheart. Can you try graphite pencils? Isn't that all you use is graphite pencils?
Yeah, isn't that what a number 2 pencil is?
Scott. Lily Potter says, am I an idiot? I never uploaded my HND qualifications to my application. Never got into the BA course because of that. So I fixed the problem now and got another interview for a different course.
Okay, that's good.
Please don't call yourself an idiot.
You're not an idiot.
You know what?
Human.
People just miss things sometimes. It's okay. We are doing well today, aside from the fact that the weather's not cooperating. Lila says, hello, I'm a young artist and a gymnast, and Lila is 10. And I've always wanted to be an Olympian gymnast and an artist, but I don't know what to do. Any tips?
Wow.
Lila, those are not mutually exclusive things.
You can do both.
You can.
And gymnastics is an art in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So I am...
Oh my God.
What?
Snow Fox Animation says, Donna, Ahmad said that your red panda came in. Are you able to show us anytime soon? Okay. If I go get the red panda and we can show it on the thing, will you guys not say anything until you see the video? Because, oh my God, it's the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. Oh, we're going to do a video. I'm going to die. It's so cute.
We did Donna did an unboxing.
I did an unboxing video yesterday, but we haven't posted it yet. Hold on. I'm going to go get it. Answer the question... I have a question about sketchbooks. Which is best for watercolor or paint?
Well, there's no best. There's a preference. Like, I like the Be Creative sketchbook.
Which is very hard to come by.
Yeah, they're a little bit difficult to get at this point, but that's my favorite. But different people have different things that they like. I am just winging it this morning.
It's so warm here. It's so cold in that hallway.
Yeah.
Why is the hallway so cold? Gosh.
Oh God, this is just as pink. I can't get like a light pink.
You're having a go this morning. We are using the Ohuhu markers
Yellow.
this morning. And by we, I mean Scott, because there's no way. Hey, Ryan's here. Hi, Scott, Donna, and friends. Tuning in from Twin Falls, Idaho on a road trip. Woo,
Welcome.
woo. I hope you brought your travel journal.
Yeah, this.
We are looking at the sketch from a slanted angle. Trust Scott's process. You know, it's the way the camera is. That's all. Yeah, we're sorry about this. We're trying our best, but give us a little bit. What is your favorite Pixar movie?
I was just thinking about Bug's Life. I always liked that movie.
You did like that movie.
Yeah, I really did.
Have you ever tried the Posca colored pencils? Posca makes colored pencils?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't. Are you planning any collabs anytime soon?
I've reached out to a couple artists about collabs. Yeah, I heard back from one saying that she was too busy, and we'll see if the other one.
How do you tell whether you'll draw the shadows with pencils or paint them? Good question.
Pencils like this are always just my underdrawing, and then the painting is the painting. So unless you're talking about if I'm going to use markers or colored pencils, colored pencils I use most of the time. I'll say 75% of the time to lighten it up, and then the other. So like right now, I'm just going. Well, I'm just gonna keep throwing colors down until I'm happy, and then.
Wow. Okay. There's a lot of questions here. Good questions too. Are you going to use a pen to finalize your sketch?
You mean like the zebra brush pen or something like that?
I think that's what they're. Yeah.
I don't know. I might sometimes so I can get some good detail in it.
Ryan brought art supplies with him on the road trip in hopes of finding cool buildings to draw.
Oh, good.
Yay! And Richard's here and says, hello, everyone. Happy Monday.
Hey, Richard.
Good morning, Richard. Oh, Patrick says, hi, Donna. I got an Archer and Olive journal and I love it. Thank you. I watched your live.
Oh, that's great.
I hope you love it. They're great with fountain pens and ballpoint pens, and they're great with everything. Donna, do you have any advice for college? Oh, boy, oh, boy. What kind of advice? Do you want personal advice? Do you want studying advice? Do you want... Okay, so let's do the broad one. Don't feel like you have to pick what you're going to do right now. Okay, college is a time for exploration. If you want to try different classes and try different things and go to seminars, go to protests, go to, lectures, learn about all the things you want to learn about. If you see something posted on a bulletin board, and please, there's electronic bulletin boards and there's bulletin boards up in your dorms and there's things everywhere. Just enjoy it all. Take it all in. I know a lot of you have to do what Scott and I did, which is work while you're going to school. There's always time to do fun things.
You're there to learn and to explore.
Exactly.
And I didn't leave. I lived with my parents till Donna and I got married. So I was
in and out with mine.
Yeah, Donna went, but you. Whether you go off to college or you're home and just commuting,
doesn't matter.
College is a chance for you to learn things that you didn't learn at home, and we're saying this as parents.
We're both. We're people
boys,
and we're parents.
Yeah, but I'm saying, our boys needed to go and be around people that weren't us. They needed to learn about different cultures. They needed to learn about different...
That's how you expand your worldview.
Yeah. It really is. And so,
look at us here. There are people here from different countries all over the world, and different faiths and different experiences. And some of you write, and some of you paint, and some of you draw, and some of you do 3D art, and some of you do... This world is such a great place. There's so much to see and learn and do. Oh.
And college is a good way to do that because you're getting a bunch of different people from all over the world together to learn.
Yeah.
And but use it to learn.
Yeah.
Don't use it to fart around.
No, don't fart around. Be open.
It's a waste of both money
and time.
And again, we're saying this as parents.
Well, we're also looking back at our life too.
Yeah.
I
wasn't a great student.
And I just didn't enjoy what I was taking in school because I was just sort of pushed into, okay, this isn't what I want to do. I changed my major. And so what can I do that would be something that I could actually make money doing? Do something you love and expand yourself and do some research and use the resources that college affords you. Like there's career centers and there's, just enjoy it. Enjoy it, but take the classes seriously. That would be my thing. Yeah, I don't get daylight savings time either. Do you think that using only photos as reference will make it difficult to use actual 3D objects for drawing?
Well, no. If you're using 3D objects for drawing, that's a reference. I think you need to learn to draw anything. You need to learn to draw from life, and life can be from photo or from real life. You can take figure drawing classes, or you can draw from a photo, or you can go out and you could sketch stuff, whatever it might be. But I think you need to learn how the shapes and the volumes and the body positioning and all of the different stuff, how that all works.
Yep.
And
okay.
So definitely do that.
Okay. So a lot of you are asking for resources, like you're asking for sketchbooks and drawing materials and everything else. So go to the website, and there are 2 lists. One is a list of all of the stuff that Scott uses. Those are Scott's art supplies. Then there's another list of art supplies that we've tried. And please hear me when I say, just because Scott doesn't like something doesn't mean you won't like it. It means he didn't like it, and he's going to tell you what he liked and what he didn't like.
Yeah.
You make a decision on what you like.
I will always try to be honest with you.
Yeah, he doesn't like...
That is a very dark red.
Yeah, that really is. But it's a good lipstick color.
I know, but I mean, look at the comparison between...
I know. It didn't come out the same way on the cap. I know. It never does, honey.
Jeez, that is dark.
I know. So you decide what you like. Like, I love fountain pens. Scott won't write with a fountain pen. He likes a ballpoint pen. So it just depends. Can you do an art day with a limited palette? It would be so interesting to see how you do it for those of us that can't afford the largest option of art supplies.
Well, I mean, every time you see me do watercolor...
It's only 12 colors.
It's only 12 colors.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's not limited enough for you, I mean, I could try like 2 colors or something like that. But I mean, when you see me do the women's... Well, not the women's... The Black History Month stuff, or the Draw Everything Every Day, that's 2 colors. Well, technically 3 if you count the tan paper.
Okay. Funme's Fey Realm says, I'm starting a table at conventions. Any advice?
Oh, gosh. Bring snacks.
Yeah, snacks and bottled water, but also make your prices realistic for convention people.
Yeah.
You can have some pieces that you put a lot of work into that are more expensive, but have some
Prints
pieces...
are great, but basically
Right.
if you can do $5 to $20,
yeah,
people
you'll
will
sell a lot.
Yeah.
Scott has done a art pieces completely out of crayons. He did a Van Gogh out of crayons. We did not watch the Oscars last night. I just like to see the dresses afterwards. And the only time you will see us interested in the Oscars is if one of our movies is there.
Oh, God, I wouldn't go.
And Scott wouldn't go either.
Yeah, I don't.
That's okay. I would go, and I would take Huey. He would be my date. It'd be fine. He'd be fine.
Honey, can you get the dog?
Yeah. How do you tell... no, let's see. Bethany says it's go back to bed day. It is indeed. We'll show you the red panda squishable as soon as Scott's done drawing. Hang on, Pooh. You want to go outside? I know. It's hard being so adorably fluffy. It's hard being so fluffy and cute, isn't it? Isn't it? Come on.
Right now, you know what this feels like? It feels like the kind of art that you would get at a carnival.
Oh, for crying out loud.
And no shade to the people who do that, because that's amazing, but it's just like...
Oh, God.
Yeah, we'll see if I can...
Any coping advice for depression?
Oh, God. Therapy.
Therapy is good, and I like to write in a journal. I think it's very helpful to just get it all out. Is it all markers that you're doing?
I will be throwing colored pencils on this.
Nikki says Brendan Fraser is too pure. He deserved that win. I agree. Oh, Lean Arts has a mechanical pencil with a red panda on it. I love that. A Van Gogh out of crayons is amazing. Go back to the 60 Days of Studying the Master. No, that was with Crayola. Crayola.
Yeah. Just look under Crayola. There's a Crayola.
You guys always have something. What about a piece in 1 or 2 colors? Can you try to make an art piece with 3 markers? I've seen artists do the 3 colored pencil challenge. Can you
do it in this? Can you try that?
Fountain pens are so messy. The ink gets everywhere, but they do make your handwriting look beautiful. Okay, so let me tell you something. I love getting the ink on my fingers. I feel like I'm writing. I feel like I'm bleeding my life onto the page. I know that sounds a little gross, but I love getting ink on my fingers. I love it. Oh, Patrick says, my grandma is struggling with her health and she's 83 years old and I'm not ready to lose her. So I'm writing my feelings in a journal. Thank you, Scott, for getting me into drawing more. Aww. Patrick, I'm sorry about your grandma, but I think that's a great, I think it's a great thing to do. Jessam says, hey, Scott and Donna, can you please do Juliette Gordon-Low for Women's History Month? That name is familiar, but I can't remember why.
We'll look into it. Right now, my friend Ashley is picking the people for Women's History Month. And just like my friend Levert picked people for Black History Month, I am trusting them. Again, I'm sure Juliette Gordon-Low might be on her list, but we'll see.
Biami's Sand Sanitizer says, hey guys, I've loved art all my life, but I study science. But I feel kind of weird to leave a childhood love thing for art behind. What do you think?
I don't know if you need to leave it. I think if you have a career, science or whatever, that you can do, that leaves you open to be able to enjoy your art rather than struggling to try to make a living with your art. And take it from somebody who has struggled their entire lives to try to make a living with their art. It would be so much easier if I just did art because I loved it. But I understand the desire to want to make a living at it. But I would say what you do is you keep your day job, you make art, and then if suddenly people are buying your art or you get a website, like you start to get big on YouTube or something, and that's bringing in money, and then you feel like you could step away and make a go at it, then you do that. But I don't see it's not a logical decision to go and say, I'm going to drop everything and pursue art. Art doesn't need 100% of your time. You can do it on weekends, you could do it at nights, that kind of thing. You can build up to it. It's not like becoming an Olympic athlete where you have to dedicate every moment to that thing.
Are fine liners or microns waterproof?
Microns are, yeah.
Fine liners have to say they're waterproof or they're not waterproof. They have to say it on there. What has been your favorite marker portrait?
Ooh, well, I think either the Ice Cube one or the, was it Lemon?
Yeah, Lemon. Oh God, he's just so cheesy. That one was
From
so
Bullet Train,
cheesy.
yeah.
You did it well though, because he looked cheesy on the paper.
Yeah.
I use the Moleskine 81-pound sketchbook, the blue label one, for my markers. It's a bit pricey, but the paper is perfect, says Ryan.
Oh, that's great.
I'm glad to hear that because I was afraid that a fountain pen wouldn't work in a Moleskine book. And I have found, I have this other journal. It's a Hobonichi and it has Tomoe River paper. And it's so thin. It's like almost like onion skin kind of paper. And I wasn't sure that would work with a fountain pen, and it does. So I'm always interested to see which paper takes well with those. Let's see.
You see, I'm going over the yellow with purple, like a lavender. And I just think it has a nice...
I love the way those blend. We can see the marker, the swipes of the marker, how it blends in with the other colors. I just love watching it blend. It's beautiful.
Puppy Patrol.
Oh, Puppy Patrol. Uh-oh. Okay, well, now I gotta go upstairs. Okay. Come on, sweetheart. You wanna go up the stairs? Let's go up the stairs. Yes. Come on, love. Let's go. Come on, love of my life. Come on, love of my life. Let's go up the stairs. Come on. We'll be right back.
After these messages.
talk about...
You know, there's actually a button where you can insert a commercial.
Oh, God, please. We are here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. We should make a stream dedicated to just red panda art. Yep, Scott's favorite animal is a cheetah. Do you ever have a really nice sketch, but then you start putting your medium on it and you don't like it anymore?
Every time. Then there's times where I don't like the sketch, and then it gets better once I do add the medium. So it's just, you never know. It's just at some point I just have to go, I gotta keep trying. So again, I hope you guys are okay with this. Me just playing around. I know I should be doing this on Fart Around Friday, but some days you just get bored of your art and you want to try something different. And lately I've been getting a little bored with my art. And so I'm going to off camera play around a little more. But I thought, let me see what I can do today. And hopefully it's not too annoying for you. Yeah, it kind of looks like her, but it doesn't look like her. Let me move this. I can't, but let's bring in some colored pencils.
Someone who's a lot of work in her old age. Okay. I'm doing a sketch for an art competition and I'm using watercolors that are close to your style. Do you have any tips?
Yeah, work light to dark.
I don't know if you can answer this. Just asking, but what type of wire is good for making a skeleton for a clay sculpture?
Oh gosh.
Is aluminum foil a good underlay?
Not my expertise, sorry. Maybe Blick knows?
Yeah, Blick, can you answer that one? I'm thinking about applying for an internship with a local artist. Did you ever do anything like that, and do you think it's worth it?
I've never done that before, no.
I think an internship with a local artist would be great.
Yeah, I've just never done it.
Yeah, our boys are starting that right now. Internships and things like that. What have you got to lose? Oh, Artsy Batbrook says, Dawn, I got supplies for a tea journal. I had been hoarding teas instead of drinking them. A tea journal is what I needed to feel comfortable drinking the teas that I had one of, or seasonal teas. I'm so glad. Oh, that makes me infinitely happy. You can't even know how happy that makes me. That's awesome. You know why? Because they go bad after a while. They lose their fragrance. They lose their scent. And this way you can keep them. Keep the little packages. Write what makes you happy. Write where you bought it from so you know how to get it again if you like it. And if you don't like it, write what to avoid. That's for sure. Zion Dalian. Advice for better grades is figure out your studying. How do you study best? Do you study best by writing things down and memorizing? Do you study best by talking to other people and doing a study group? Figure out how you study best and go from there. It's kind of like learning how you do life best. Do you do better when you have a list of things to do? Do you do better when you put Post-its around yourself? Do you do better when you just kind of put things on your phone and have things pop up and at you and stuff like that? So you just have to figure out how you work best and play to your strengths. I think honestly, one of the best things Scott ever did was get diagnosed, because now we can both work around his autism and figure out, okay, you know what? This situation doesn't look great. Let's try this situation. Or we're not going to go over there. We're going to go over here instead. Play to your strengths, you know? Yes, he is Paperboy. Well, he was Paperboy. Were you good at art back in school?
Yeah, a little bit. There's a video, Watch My Art Grow Over 40 Years, and you can kind of see how I was in school.
Okay, Lucas says, I want to learn how to use markers, but I don't know what brand.
I always start with the cheapest brands. Get the Art Beak, and you'll see them in my
the resources of what we've tried.
The art supplies I've tried. Art Beak is the cheapest.
You can get them on Amazon. 72 markers for $29.
Yeah, I don't know if Blick carries them or not.
Carries Art Beak?
I said I don't know if they do.
I don't know. Blick, if you're still here, do you carry the Art Beak? Ah, here we go. Blick says, sculpture wire has raised ridges that hold the clay in place, unlike smooth hardware store wire that doesn't grab the clay. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
I did not.
That's fantastic. Thank you for that. Interesting. I didn't know it had that. Makes sense, though, if you think about it. Okay. Sorry. Puppy's back. She wants to come in and get a Hobbit bowl. Well, hi there. Come on in. Welcome back. You want to come sit with Mommy? Come here, love bug. You going to sit over there? Are you okay? Are you feeling needy for Mommy today? Yes. I know. I love you too. I love you too. You little monster. You little monster. Come here. Someone's having a needy moment. We're having a needy moment. Let's see. Just finished my first cup of chai. Yay! How do you draw proportions well? How do you fix it if you mess up?
I don't think I draw proportions well, and you can fix it depending on the medium that you're using. You could fix it with, if you're just doing with paper and pencil, you could just do an eraser to fix it. But your proportions are a matter of looking at the photo reference, which you can see I'm doing here. And I'm trying to stylize this one a little more, so I kind of push the proportions a little bit. But if you're trying to do it exactly like what you see, you can try the grid method, or you can try tracing.
Oh, Blick also says there is a soft aluminum wire made expressly for sculpture amateurs. Foil is good as a filler for polymer clay because it compresses with shrinkage, but it's not great for wet clay or wax. Okay, you know way too much about all this stuff. I mean, I'm grateful, but wow, I didn't know any of that. I didn't know you could sculpt with wax either. Huh. Intriguing. I enjoy seeing the colors used for the shadows. I've always struggled seeing the undertones in shadows, so seeing your process really helps.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, this is...
I agree with that. I love it when you...
Very experimental, and I mean, there are purples and blues and, all sorts of colors in the shadows, and I like cool colors.
You do indeed. Let's see. Can you blend as well with a chisel tip marker, depending on the brand?
You can. I mean, this is a chisel tip on this end, and if you go back and you look at the first Ohuhu I did was with the chisel tips, because they sent me a bunch of different ones, and it was the Israel.
Please, I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name. That ain't happening.
The musician who's sang the Summer Over the Rainbow remake. But if you look at that, you'll see I did the whole thing in chisel tips. But brush tips are so much more fun.
Oh. Patrick says, you don't know it, but my parents divorced because of my dad's drinking problem. And you guys, Donna with journaling and Scott with drawing, thank you guys, and the mods are wonderful.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, Patrick. That is a rough place to be. But you are always welcome here, and this is always a safe place.
And I hope your dad gets better.
Yeah, I hope he gets the help he needs. I don't think you have a favorite Taylor Swift song, do you?
I don't know Taylor Swift songs.
Yeah.
Lots of times I draw these because you all ask me to.
Yeah.
And I don't really know a lot of these artists.
Ryan says, I do building drawings, so the chisel tips are good for that.
Yeah, I bet.
That's awesome. Blick says, we do probably know too much about this stuff. We're awkward. Hey, you're in great company because it's not like anybody here isn't awkward, right, honey? The Hobbit hole is full of awkward, let me tell you.
Yeah. Awkward's my specialty.
It is. That and failing miserably and publicly. Have you ever made something out of leather?
No. The closest I got was when my son and I made the leather journal case.
Mm-hmm. He's made quite a few things out of leather. Bracers and some other things. He liked to cosplay when he was younger.
Yeah, his plague doctor.
Yeah. Arthi says, hey guys, I just got diagnosed with autism at age 19. Do you have any tips on how to reduce the sensory overload? How do I start painting outside without the overload? Go.
There's a video on that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the mods can link it, but what I do is I have my noise canceling headphones,
mm-hmm.
and I take a photograph of what I'm going to do before I start drawing. Mm-hmm. So that way, if things get a little out of hand, if I'm not comfortable, mm-hmm. I just go back home and I finish it there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the noise canceling headphones are really a lifesaver.
Yeah, those are.
I like the
helpful.
over the ear ones better. They drown out more. The thing that I don't like about the in your ear ones is you can hear yourself breathing. You can hear everything just kind of has like a rumbling sound to it. And I don't really like that.
Well, they don't. I think when it covers your ears, it just gives you more. It blocks more out.
Yeah.
Because it's not letting the air get to it either. I think that's helpful. Don't you think, too, that having your kit that you've put together with all of your favorite things helps, too?
Yeah. That's all the stuff that's in the video was, have all of your favorite tools ready.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll learn that over time. You'll go, oh, I wish I brought this with me. And then you'll bring it with you next time. And then you'll notice that you brought something that you never use, and then you go, okay, I got to get rid of that,
I'm the queen of bringing too many things I will
Donna
never
always
use.
brings more stuff than she needs.
I brought 42 pens to Venice. Actually, probably not 42, but probably 20 pens to Venice. I used one pen.
Yeah.
For 9 days. Yeah. If you know that and you make yourself comfortable, like Scott will open his kit and he knows exactly what he's going to do. He'll sit down, he grabs his pencil, it's a comfort thing. Make yourself as comfortable as you can.
The thing about autism that I'm learning is that we like predictability, we like structure. So if you could start to find out what you like to bring, and you gotta do it by going out and trying.
Yeah.
And you'll figure that stuff out.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I'm good with most mediums, but colored pencils, I cannot figure them out. I don't know why.
I did a couple videos on colored pencils, and I used to do them exclusively. Mm-hmm. Can you guys see the bottom here?
Yeah, okay, we can see the neck to the top of the shoulder line. Can't see below that, though. So you're good. How do you handle whatever you create not matching the image in your brain? I've always struggled with hating things for not looking like they do in my head.
I've learned to accept it. It never comes out well, not never. Every once in a while, you're like, wow, that came out exactly how I want, or better than I'd hoped. That's a wonderful feeling. Mm-hmm. But I've come to accept that, you know, you gotta. I did a video which is you have to do 100 pieces, 100 bad pieces to get one good one. And I think once you accept that, you just got to get the bad pieces out.
Yep, you did a video on that.
Yeah, you'll be okay. To think that every piece you're going to do is going to come out exactly how you want it to is ridiculous. You just can't do that. You can't put that kind of pressure on yourself. Mm-hmm. So just get used to saying, well, this was another bad one. And then you go to the next one. And you just keep doing that until you have that good one.
When you met a red panda, how did you feel? Happier about them, same, or worse? Oh my God, happier. So much happier. They really are the cutest little things you've ever seen in your life. I mean, it's like any animal that you see. You just look at them, and I know people say animals are stupid, but whoever says that, in my opinion, is stupid. Because if you look at an animal and you look in their eyes, like, they're as curious about you as you are about them, and they're just these magical things. I mean,
literally, Donna, if she ever hears someone say animals are stupid, she'll be like, they're not stupid, you're stupid.
I just think animals are pure of heart, and I think they know. It's like they say, you know, if my dog doesn't like you, then I don't like you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't explain it, but there we are. So, but yeah, I love them even more than I did before. I'm really hoping at some point we can meet the rhinos. I'd really love to highlight the conservation efforts that they're doing with rhinos. It's just, anyway. I'm offering to draw a bunch of MG friends' pets for free. Any tips? That's Anna.
You're offering to do them for free. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming it's digital.
I don't know. So it says MG pets. I don't know. Or MG friends pets for free. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know what MG is, but I would say come up with something that you can do quickly. Stylize it.
Mm-hmm. I use journaling to clear my mind and get out my thoughts, to cleanse my mind and just relax myself, because life is very much overwhelming, and you all will agree. Yes, that's Zoya's kingdom. Absolutely. I think it's super important to get it out of your head and onto the paper. Ryan says, Ohuhu is a good brand for cheap. I'm satisfied with mine despite the cap color discrepancy. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Do you think it would be better to start with watercolor and then go to gouache? My main goal is to learn gouache.
I learned watercolor first and then moved to gouache. You don't have to, though.
Scott has never done oils. I mean, way back in high school, maybe.
I did one painting.
And but Bethany Primrose is our resident oil expert, and she's going to be posting videos on that. If she would hurry up and post them soon, that would be great.
Bethany, you're making us look bad.
You are. You're making me look bad. So get on that. Let's go. Can you just live with art? I mean, just with money you make from it? No,
some people can, but
not us.
The thing is that a lot of people think that God, that's really dark. Mm-hmm. A lot of people think that it's a lot easier than it is, and it isn't. It is very difficult to make a living as an artist. I mean, you're fighting against AI, you're fighting against Photoshop, you're fighting against photographers, you're fighting against people just being cheap and not wanting to pay you what you're worth.
That's the worst
one. So now with the advent of social media, it definitely makes a big difference. And
yeah,
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But that said, you can make money. It's just not
It's not consistent.
It's not consistent, and so you just have to have a fallback plan.
When you're self-employed, especially nowadays, the thing that we found is the more revenue streams that you can have, the better. So we have advertising from YouTube. We have the art sales. Scott does directing and producing jobs. We're working on getting our next movies done. So there's a lot of different things that we do to bring in additional revenue. So what phone does Scott have?
Oh, an iPhone.
Yeah. Donna, I started journaling recently, and honestly, it's so relaxing. I'm so glad, Asharbani. I'm happy that you like that. Ash wants to know, do you have a favorite art thing, not a brand, but a specific item you use that has lots of sentimental value to you and you hold it in higher esteem than your normal pens or paints? Love this one, by the way.
It's very rare that something will last long enough to have sentimental value because stuff is very, what's the word?
Disposable?
Disposable, I guess, might be
Consumable.
the word.
Consumable.
Yeah, consumables. But I would say...
No, your art bag.
Yeah, right now maybe my Swiss Medic bag. Or I really like this drawing table. And I like the cabinet, too.
Oh, yeah, your cabinet. Let's see.
Again, I apologize. This feels so much like a carnival sketch caricature, but...
This is my first time watching a stream of yours, and I like how calm it is.
Thank you.
We do not
welcome.
recommend oil paints. I would ask Bethany Primrose about oil paints. Do you have tips on drawing realistic people?
Use photo reference.
And there's a video on finding good photo reference in the Art Hacks playlist.
Yeah.
This piece looks amazing, Mr. Sava. Glad you're here, Donna. I'm so inspired by your journaling. Oh, thank you, August.
Thank you.
That's very sweet. Good morning from Pakistan.
Good morning.
Do we have a Santa in the chat? Do we? I hear Santa's in the chat.
Hey, Santa.
Good morning, friend. Santa says, good morning, everyone. How are we today? Is it bad to draw on normal notebooks? Does it have to be clean white paper? You can draw on whatever your heart desires, or whatever is close by. Paper towels, napkins. Okay, so when we would go to meetings, sometimes we would go to meetings with people, and I would forget to bring my my notebook, my business notebook that I have. I would write on napkins, like napkins from the bagel place, napkins from the sandwich place, wherever we were, and then I would paste those into my workbook because I had all the notes and I didn't want to rewrite them. Draw on whatever you want to draw on. I mean, don't get in trouble, of course, but you know.
I was really worried about getting into trouble.
I'm just trying to not give people the right to go draw on the walls or anything.
You don't have that power.
I know. I'm just reminding people to be nice.
It's not the things that somebody's going to be convicted of a crime and they're going to say, Donna told me to.
I know. Would Donna call someone who doesn't like red pandas a criminal? No, I'd say their life is very sad, and I don't know how you could not like red pandas because they're so cute. Since I've watched your channel, I started creating my own style. Now it's like a mysterious fantasy style.
Oh, that's great.
Yay, that's Mushroom Girl. Good for you.
Love it.
Do you guys know a good, affordable noise-canceling headphone set?
No.
The ones you have are not.
They're expensive.
They're expensive.
I use the Bose.
Yeah. I'm sure you can Google noise-canceling
You know
headphones.
what? There are. I bought. Because I don't. You know what's funny is I don't put music on. I just use the noise canceling.
Oh my God, that's the funny thing.
There are actual cheap noise canceling. What's those headphones that I got that are just the noise reduction ones that you could use at construction sites?
Oh, the earmuffs.
They
were like $20 at Home Depot.
No, I got them. Hold on 1 second. Let me go on to Amazon.
Yeah, we'll find out. Hold on. Curious to hear if having dogs feels overwhelming to Scott sometimes, thinking sensory overload. That's a good question.
What's the question?
is having a dog sometimes overwhelming to you for sensory overload?
No, I mean, yeah, she barks sometimes, which is annoying.
It's just the sound, though.
Yeah. Okay, these are not.
Ryan says people say animals are stupid like they expect them to do calculus or something. Perhaps they are smart in the realm of what they are supposed to know.
Yeah.
You know what? That is probably the best way to put it. I love that. Animals are not stupid, says Jane. Their language and communication is different from ours. I think anyone that says animals are stupid clearly doesn't know how awesome animals are. I would 100% agree with that.
Okay, so these are them.
Oh, there they are.
I got these. They're $22 on Amazon, and they kind of fold up.
They're actually really good. I've tried those before.
They work probably just as good as noise canceling headphones. They're just really, really.
They're big.
Yeah, they're big. They're like I said, they're not as sexy as like the Bose things, and you can't use them to take phone calls and whatnot. But for $22, that's a really good.
That's a good deal. And we actually have a pair of those in the garage. I think they're in the garage. Or maybe they're in the other thing. I can't remember. We have a dog. Her name is Arwen. I do like cats. I love how fluffy they are, but I can't have them because I am allergic to them. So I go over to Bethany's house when I need to pet a cat, and I pet Michelangelo because he's the fluffiest thing you've ever seen in your life. And he's so cute. Let's see. Do you like to work with charcoal and graphite?
Yeah, I mean, not enough to do it, but I have in the past.
Bethany says, was literally editing last night. Wednesday is my target for the first oil video. I promise. What is your favorite or dream car?
Esmeralda.
Yeah. You know, it's funny.
No, I'm sorry.
It's changed so much over the years.
It's not Esmeralda. It's the Mach 5.
Well, honey.
But, yeah.
Let's see. I want to draw fan art for Scott and Donna, but I don't know what to use as a reference. Oh, that's easy. A red panda. There you go. These are the Okuhu markers. What app do you use to edit your videos, honey?
Adobe Premiere.
Jane says, I agree, making money from artwork is iffy, especially in these times. Just be careful out there.
Yeah.
Videos on oil paints take a long time because oils are slow to dry. Promise lots of stuff is in the works. We are trying to make more movies. We are working on it. Scott is actually in the middle of a project right now. He's actually starting a project right now that hopefully will turn into a series. I can't tell you any more about that. Otherwise he'd kill me. But
we're supposed. I will hopefully be able to announce it in May.
Yeah, that's the goal. The earring is looking kind of bland because of that blue dress.
Yeah.
Oh, Nolan says, Bethany Primrose, you are so nice. We need more people like you. She's not only nice on here, but she's nice in person too. Scott, do you build Legos sometimes?
Not anymore. When our boys were younger, we did, but that was just until they could do it themselves, and after that, they didn't want our help.
That's not true. They wanted my help taking the Legos apart. That was my job.
That's not building Legos.
I would sit on the floor with them on a Saturday morning and, Mom, can you pull all of these? They'd push this pile of Legos in front of me. Can you sort these and put them, take all of them apart? So I'd get the little Lego separator, and I would pull the little Legos apart. It was really fun. I know, I'm crazy, but I liked doing that. What art style do you like? I like ballpoint pen.
That's an art medium. I like watercolor, but
and art
I do enjoy the markers. I think markers are kind of fun, and I'm enjoying this.
Yeah. Are Ohuhu markers worth the price?
Yes, they're good markers. They're definitely...
they blend well.
They blend really well. Like I said, but I mean, if you're going to ask me which ones are better, I don't think they're any better than the Artbeak ones, which are like half the price. I really don't. But I love the company, and I love their presentation, and they're wonderful.
The customer service was great too.
But for me, like I said, I have not, and this is just me being an honest person, I have not found a a reason why they would be more expensive than the Art Beak ones, and it could be in, maybe they have better light fastness. Maybe they'll last a little longer. In which case, I would just, that would be the reason that I would switch. And say, yeah, you need to get, it's worth the money, because if you definitely want your markers to last longer. But I just don't know.
Scott is using Ohuhu markers, and right now he's using the Ohuhu sketchbook. And that's because Livy Plays Games says, I have many Ohuhu markers and they are my preferred medium. What sketchbook do you recommend?
I really like their sketchbooks.
Yeah, their sketchbook is great, and it's a pretty reasonable price too.
Yeah, and I've tried a lot of
marker books.
Yeah, and this
one
definitely
comes, flip the page and show them the plastic that comes with it. So there's a plastic that comes, an insert that comes with it, so you can put that in between so it doesn't bleed to the other page.
Yeah.
So this is a great sketchbook for that. Also, if you guys are interested in the Ohuhus, and we don't get a dime from this, but if you go to the website and you click on the resources we've tried, there's a link for 10% off the Ohuhus, and you can use it on the sketchbooks too. Yeah. So if you want to get a sketchbook, use that 10% code and get that off on the sketchbook too. Do you get a lot of hate, and how do you deal with it?
I don't get a lot of hate personally. Every once in a while, I'll get racist people saying racist things, and
for no stupid reason.
Well, because they don't like what I'm drawing, or who I'm drawing, or who I might be shining a spotlight on. And but I mean, they'll call me names, but it doesn't mean anything to me. They're just, I would say half of them are just random depressed people looking for attention. The other half are bots. You don't need to. You just remember, if you have your own channel, you have a block button. Use it. It's there for you. Please use it. It is a wonderful, wonderful tool, and you are allowed to be happy. You're allowed to live your life without other people invading your space. So please use it. And I don't let people enter my head. I don't let them, be a part of my. They're not allowed to. This is my life. You're not allowed to be a part of that unless I let you in.
Okay, and you're really good at that, and I'm less good at that.
Yeah.
I am a lot less good at that, and I'll tell you something. It has been very hard for me to, and this is for my whole life, to ignore people like that. But the journaling for me has been incredibly helpful for that, and just learning that those people are just sad, and to just ignore them. Just ignore my close friends. If they have, if they want to tell me something that I can do to make my life better, or Scott tells me, you know what, Dawn, I think this would be more helpful to you, or I think you should change this, and this would make you feel better. That's okay. I'm fine with that. But when somebody comes on and they're just randomly mean, now I just feel sad for them, and I journal about it. Okay. We got a lot of questions. Scott, you're the best teacher. You helped me a lot. That's Water Girl. And I did read it. You know what? Yeah, Sarah says boundaries. It's true. Boundaries 100%.
But you get to pick your boundaries.
You do.
And
a
lot of people don't think that they have that ability, that they have to, I got to let this person have their piece. I've got to let this person. No, you don't.
You don't. You don't have to. If it's hate and things like that, no, you don't.
You don't need to hear constructive criticism when you didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
People think, how are they? How I get on with my life is not your concern.
Exactly.
You don't get to tell me, I get to say what, I think that this information you need to hear. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't know you. You don't have that ability. I'm not giving you that power.
How many pairs of glasses do you have?
You ask me that every time.
I know. I'm sitting here and he's...
5 pairs of glasses because I'm...
You have 5 pairs of glasses?
I'm nearsighted and farsighted now.
Holy cow. There's I'm sitting here and there's 4 glass cases on his desk and he's wearing a pair on his face. I thought I was blind.
I have a pair right there too.
Gee whiz. Okay, the funny thing is I've worn glasses. I've worn contacts since I was 25 years old.
I've had perfect eyesight for 50 years.
He's
and then
got like
boom,
5
my
pairs.
eyes just go, nope, we're done.
I have contacts.
It was a good run.
Yeah, I have contacts and reading glasses, and he's got like 5 pairs for all these different things. But boy, when your eyes went, they just went, dude.
Yep.
Is digital art more efficient than traditional art, and is it worth the money for a drawing tablet?
Yes, it is 100% more efficient.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, I think a drawing tablet, I would say that or an iPad.
Yes, Scott's dream car is the Mach 5 from Speed Racer. That is correct.
Yes.
How can I choose my art style? Because there are many styles out there. And thank you for your video and live streams. Help me a lot with life.
Oh,
That's
sure.
Yara.
I would watch the video, My Art is a Mosaic, and see. You get your art style from other artists. You take it from that. This is, like I said, this is a caricature.
Oh, it's a stylized drawing.
It's a stylized whatever, but it is what it is.
Probably says freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequences. Correct.
Yeah.
Roy says greetings from the Netherlands.
Greetings.
Jane says, I agree. Boundaries are very important. I learned that the hard way. You and me both. Just wanted to stop in and say hi before I go to drawing class. That's Inali Illustrates.
Oh, have a great day at drawing class.
Let's see. Nope. Scott does not know Elvish, nor does he speak Elvish. Any hashtags to use for fan art?
No. Just if you ever want to tag me.
Or drop it in the Discord. Let's see.
All right.
Do you have any tips on how to start a YouTube channel?
Make art that you like.
Yeah. And consistency in posting. When life gives me lemons, I eat them, says, I love Scott, but if I didn't know what the video was, I would not guess that's Taylor.
Right?
Scott, you're the best teacher. You helped me a lot. You're cute.
Thank you.
Let's see. Can you try chalk markers one day?
I have. I like them.
I haven't tried Ohuhu sketchbooks, but I mentioned I have had good success with Moleskine. They're a bit pricier, though. I want to try Moleskine. I haven't tried that because I was just worried that the fountain pen would go through. Cheap mixed media sketchbook recommendations, anybody? People say Canson and Strathmore, but they are so expensive here. Okay, so Jem, where are you so other people who are in your area or in your country can reply? Who is Donna's favorite artist? Well, that's easy. It's Scott. And if you want to know who it is that isn't my husband, it is Caspar David Friedrich, and my favorite painting by him is Wander Over a Sea of Fog. And Scott did that painting for me here on a live. And I can't even tell you what it is about it. The painting just speaks to me. Just speaks to me.
You know what that painting reminds me of? When we were driving up to go see Brendan and we stopped and we were
over
walking along that
the cliffs. Yeah. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Are you planning on uploading your new drawings to your website?
I don't know. I'll leave that to the mods if that's something that they want to do. They have all of them.
They're for sale on the store, the paintings that we have that are available. And we have some prints right now. We have the hair journal prints available now also on the website, and you guys can check those out. We also do have some stuff that's free for download, like some line art that you can use as coloring pages and stuff like that. Adobe is mega expensive. Yep. Scott did go to art school. He went to Academy of Art in San Francisco. Add white spots / highlight to the earring. I think you already did.
It did, but it didn't come out very good.
Let's see. Sometimes the comments are being removed because they've been put in multiple times, and the mods are helping me so that I can read what's coming in there. Something looks off to me. Scott is my idol, but I'm going to be honest, something's off.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff that's off on this one. This is an attempt at more of a caricature kind of thing, and I didn't expect it to work, but it's fun to try.
As long as you're having fun, that's all that counts.
I would assume more fun for you than it is for me, but yeah.
Oh God, have you tried painting with? Scott has never painted with coffee or tea or anything else. You probably will see Picasso, which is Bethany's cat, in an upcoming oil video that she's going to do, because for some reason Picasso always ends up in a video. So,
all right, I'm going to let this go.
Are you sure?
I am.
You positive?
Yes.
I'm a beginner artist. I'm wondering if I did bad for buying hemi gouache.
No, you didn't do bad. I don't use hemi gouache, but for if you want to get into gouache cheap, it's not a horrible way of getting in.
Okay. I can't remember your name, but somebody posted that they had a friend who was talking about unaliving themselves. We are not qualified to give any advice on that whatsoever, but I will tell you, please reach out to their parents or your parents or a friend or a hotline. There are hotlines and numbers and people that you can call and get this person help. Please don't let them don't feel like it's entirely your responsibility, but don't stand by and not try to help them at the same time. Okay, please get them
professional in there.
Yeah, get somebody professional in there that can help them. And I hate hearing, look, I get it. Life is so hard. Sometimes it just is. And, ups and downs and everything else. But there's always tomorrow. Always tomorrow. Hope says, I have mixed feelings about zoos. It's fun to learn about them and get so close, but I sometimes feel like they aren't free and it upsets me. Okay. Soapbox time.
Okay, honey, make it a quick one because I'm done.
I will. Zoos do and I get your point, but zoos are so critical because they do a fantastic job of keeping the species going. There are so many animals that are going away every day. I can't remember the word I'm using because I'm just blah. They do a species survival plans. They help keep these animals alive. They teach people about animals. They teach people about conservation, and it's so important and so necessary. And a lot of these animals, they were brought into the zoos or dropped off at the zoos, and they cannot live in the wild. They have issues. They've been rehabilitated. They can't be out in the wild. So take that for what it is, that they are trying to help educate and perpetuate these species. Okay, I'm done. And we need to show the squishable.
All right.
What's your favorite video game? And then give some portfolio tips. And then people want to know what your favorite sketchbooks are.
Zelda, Breath of the Wild. What was the other one?
Portfolio tips.
Portfolio tips.
I think it depends on what your
fill
portfolio
your portfolio
is for.
with the job that you want.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the last one?
Which sketchbooks for mediums to use for all mediums?
There's not one sketchbook to use for all mediums. Each one needs its own different one, and that's just basically a preference. But if you want to know which ones I use for each mediums, I'm pretty sure there's a video for each one. Like right now I'm using Ohuhu's marker book. I use Be Creative for watercolors. I'll usually tend to use like a Strathmore for just sketching. So it just depends. All right.
Scott, I have a really big ask. Can I trace one of your pieces? I don't plan to post it, but if I do, I'll credit you. Is that okay?
Oh, absolutely.
That is Adventurer of Middle Earth.
You are 100%. Anybody is welcome to copy, trace, whatever you need to.
You're learning.
From anything I do.
You're learning. Hello, Mr. Sav. I want to give you a huge thank you. You really helped me discover my art and myself and gave me a reason to keep going with my life after my diagnosis.
Oh, you're 100% welcome.
And one last question that I'm going to do is, what art would you put in an 80 to 90 GSM journal? I have made a journal entirely from scratch. Wow. That's Gabe.
80 to 90 GSM. Let's see. What is this one? This is 185 GSM. This is the lowest I would go for watercolor. So 80 to 90 GSM.
Maybe you mean 80 to 90 pound paper. Is that what you mean? Or do you mean 80 to 90 GSM? I would probably pencil. What do you think?
Well, this is 89 GSM. This is just a sketchbook. So I would just use it for pencils.
Okay.
Just pencils, very thin paper.
Okay.
But good paper.
I'm coming over. Move that. I don't want that anywhere. The ink. I don't want that anywhere near the squishable. Okay, guys, are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Look at this! Oh my God! Red tail. Oh my God! But the best part. Are you ready for the best part? Paws. Look at the little paws. Look at the little paw pads. Oh my God! How can you not love this face? Okay, I think we're done. Okay, there's your view of the squishable for the day. All right, guys. I love that plushie. Okay, thank you for being here with us
thank you
today.
for hanging out with us. My apologies to
Stop apologizing.
Taylor Swift fans. I hope I didn't do her too bad, but I was just not in the mood for a photorealistic.
Yeah. All right. So thanks. And thanks for being here with us. It is Monday. I hope you guys have a marvelous Monday. And we'll see you guys here on Wednesday.
Have a great day.
All right. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.